even at this hour, we are still having fires breaking out. This is in Granada Hills, and Captain Bob Petty is over the scene. Bob?
Jess, this is at the end of Woodman up here in Granada Hills, just to the west of Holy Cross Hospital before Woodman crosses up into the 5 freeways. It goes up to the Newhall Pass. Again, we believe, as we believe with all the sporadic fires that we've had today after each aftershock, that this is an indication that the gas lines into these buildings were weakened by the initial shock, and that the aftershocks had just weakened it more until the gas escaped and ignited into these flames.
The firefighters are still gathered here. They're getting ready to send in this big urban search team to try once more. Now, in front of me, that's Tony, by the way. That is a dog that's been here since 4:30 in the morning. Her trainer and her guide who goes inside with him is Gregory Gonzalez from LA County. Tell me what it was like inside. What is your dog looking for? How successful can you be?
She's looking for humans that are trapped underneath the collapsed structure. So far today, we haven't been successful. We haven't found any in the area that we've been searching in.
Now, what is she trained to do? What is she trained to, I mean, as we talked before, there's a lot of human scent in there because people have been living there. Can she really differentiate?
She's trained to find the scent that's coming off of human beings, to ignore the smaller amount of scent that's coming off the residual human scent that you'll find in any building. We're looking for the massive amounts of scent that are coming off of humans.
It is known as the San Fernando Road, Old San Fernando Road, and as I believe you can now see, it is clogged. It is roughly a 3-mile trek from the San Fernando Valley to the Santa Clarita Valley, but that small drive has been taking roughly an hour. 1 hour for a 3-mile drive in this particular area, north end of the San Fernando Valley.
Fernell was talking about the mess. We're going to show you the mess right now. You don't even have to wait till tomorrow morning. Bob Petty has got a live shot. So there you got it, the tail lights of cars. This is just south of where Fernell is, so these would be cars. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Bob. This is the northbound traffic?
This is the northbound traffic. It is. And if we pan a little bit to the left, you'll be able to see the south. There's the southbound traffic heading right there. This is just immediately south of where that freeway collapsed up here from the 14 and the 5.
We're in the city of San Fernando, a city that also has its own dusk to dawn curfew, but police tell us that they will allow folks to stay in this park, and the overflow crowd is numbering about 1,000 here at Park and First Street, again in the city of San Fernando.
And this is your home. You've got something like 8 families here now.
Yes, we do.
This has become a block party. Does it help to have everyone here together?
It really does. It's nice to have the family support and all being together, and we're all healthy and alive, so we're making the best of a bad situation.
No power, no water?
No, well, actually, we do have water. We do have water. The water heater was pulled away from the wall, so we don't have hot water, but we do have water flowing into the house,
okay.
But no power whatsoever.
Okay, we're going to pass by you here, take a step one way or the other, and we're going to come on through, and I want to show you. Some of these are relatives, some of these are neighbors. This is what happened to the Trends home. It's just the facade, really, of the garage that came tumbling down, the bricks right there, and to that degree, he says he feels very fortunate. How you holding up?
Okay. It's hard, you know, but we're all alive, and that's all that matters, is that everybody's healthy, and we're all sitting here, and we're able to just be together. So just thank you.
How are you able to support each other? I know everybody's been bringing in food and trying to get by that way.
Bringing in food and just being together and just, I don't know, it's just like talking about it and expressing your feelings of what happened to you and what happened to you and what was your damage, and just everybody being here. You know, it's not dark, it's light. You know, we're so lucky that we have the motorhome. So it just gives a sense of comfort.
Tell me what happened.
Well, my mom was in bed, and she was trying to get to us when it was shaking. So she got out of bed and started running towards us for us, but she got thrown down about 3 times. Finally, she got us. She grabbed us and threw us in the and put us in the hallway, and it was really scary.
It is the worst earthquake since 1989. Today's earthquake, officially called the Northridge earthquake, measuring 6.6 on the Richter scale. Widespread power outages, mainly in the San Fernando Valley area. Water has been turned off in many portions of the San Fernando Valley area. We've been telling you about that all evening, and a citywide dusk to dawn curfew. Let's go up to Bob Petty right now. Maybe you can tell us a little about this, Bob.
It's east of the 405 freeway in Panorama City. I believe it's just north of Roscoe, north of Parthenia. And you can obviously see it's a park that people have just decided to come out and have a nice, pleasant evening out of doors rather than indoors where the noise from the shaking probably would keep them awake anyway.
You know, at this point, maybe we should update the condition of somebody we talked about for a long time today. I'm talking about Salvador Pena. He's a man who was trapped early on in the quake this morning, trapped in the Northridge Fashion Mall there in the parking structure. At this point, his condition has been upgraded from critical to serious, although his injuries are still life-threatening.
Now we're back live in front of the collapsed building, and this is Glenn Miller, and this is a friend of his who was in the bottom floor of this building. When was the last time you heard from him? What are your concerns now?
Talked to him yesterday. All we're trying to do right now, sir, is we're trying to get the fireman to go to his apartment specifically because we know he's there.
Now, which apartment is he in?
111.
So you believe he was caught and was one of the victims?
Almost no question. Someone was with him at 1:30 in the morning. Another employee saw his car here at 10:30 in the morning. We know he's there. We just want him to go in and get him out. I mean, he could still be alive.
In the past few minutes, we've just found another victim who is deceased. I can tell you at this time we have not completely uncovered the victim. We've got an entire floor sitting on top of the area where he's at. It's compressed into about 3 feet. His 8 foot of space is compressed into about 3 feet. And all the rubble is on top of this particular individual.
Is this an individual you've been looking for all along?
At this point, we can only say that we have one victim in that room.
This just in, this is tomorrow's paper. 25 died, many hurt in 6.6 earthquake, and the front section is, of course, largely about our Los Angeles earthquake. Then
Did you lose your home today, your apartment, or?
Yes, my apartment have a lot of damage.
A lot of damage?
Yes.
And the whole family's out here?
Yes, all my family, my friends.
So tonight you're going to stay here?
Yes, we're going to sleep here.
You're going to sleep here? How cold is it supposed to be? Do you know? No? But you're getting dinner. Did you have the food at home, or did you get in one of those long lines to get some?
No, we don't have food at home, only some food right here.
And this is all of your belongings?
Yes.
From the apartment down there on the ground?
Yes.
What was it like trying to get people out from beneath this compacted building here?
It was tough. We were real limited on space. We're in the building and we're having shakers going on while we're in the building, which was quite frightening to everybody in there. Visibility was really poor once the night set in. It was really hard.
Were you personally able to rescue someone?
Yeah, we rescued 2 victims on the southeast corner of the building. We were
that's right over here in this?
Right over to the right over here on the southeast corner. We were walking by and we heard someone moaning, a real faint moan, cleared some debris, and saw the building collapse on the guy's chest with just his lower waist being exposed. The guy was conscious, talking to us. He had 16 penny nails going through his chest from the building coming down on top of him. The fire department came in and got some maxi air pads in there and lifted the building. Luckily, the guy was conscious enough to tell us that his roommate was in another part of the building, or another room that was about 10 feet away.
Well, just the stories coming out of this building have just been incredible on the rescues, and we appreciate you sharing some of that with us. Some of the hero stories we've been hearing all day long of the rescues that went on here in Northridge.
They just finished another briefing out at Caltech. Conan Nolan is there, so let's find out what went on. Conan.
Chuck, it's been a very, very long day here at Caltech as the seismologists here are wrapping things up for the time being. It appears that they have come to a decision on exactly where the fault is where this earthquake took place. Now, earlier today, they were so quick at getting the magnitude of the main shock that it even made the morning newspaper, 6.6 on the Richter scale. Of course, tracking all of the aftershocks, that was a major chore. We're told that there have been 88 aftershocks above 3.0 on the Richter scale, plotting them, almost all of them, north of Northridge. those aftershocks, at least three, I should say, were of 5.0 on the Richter scale, and one as heavy as 5.3, and there were quite a few others. This is a normal aftershock pattern, they tell us, but still people should be alerted to the fact that more aftershocks are on the way, and there's still a likelihood of a very significant aftershock, possibly 5.0. Should point out that the earthquake fault apparently is the Oak Ridge fault. We're told that it begins somewhere in the San Gabriel Mountains near San Fernando, makes its way 70 miles all the way over to the Santa Barbara Channel. Again, it is a 70-mile long fault. However, they only believe that 10 miles of that fault actually ruptured. Thank goodness. If there was a rupture along most of the fault, we would have had a 7.4 and even a higher earthquake in terms of magnitude, and the damage would have been unbelievable in Southern California.
For all of us today here in the earthquake zone, this day got off to a shaky and very frightening start. Let's take a look at what kind of mark the earthquake left behind as the day progressed.